Well, we've got a very special guest with us, the DMK MP Kanimozhi. Thank you very much, ma'am, for being with us on this program. One of the points, Kanimozhi ji, which has been made was by Tamilsai Soundarajan, who said, and I quote, the DMK is damaging the rights of poor children of Tamil Nadu. Children from affluent families study 3 languages. Why is the same being denied to others? How would you respond firstly to this?
Actually, as far as I know, Dr. Tamilsai learned 2 languages. She went on to become one of the most successful doctors and also the governor for 2 states. So learning 2 languages has got her this far. I think it's actually done her a lot of good, and she should let other children also benefit. But and not force them to learn 3 languages.
To the larger issue, given Tamil Nadu's opposition to the 3-language policy, how do you respond to the claim that the new education policy upholds linguistic freedom? It's not meant to impose Hindi or any other language on the state. It's just an opportunity which is being given.
No, today actually what happened in the Lok Sabha in Parliament, the Minister of Education, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, answering to a question by a DMK member in Lok Sabha, gave wrong information. The first thing is, he said that the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and the delegation of MPs who went to meet him had accepted the new education policy and had also accepted the 3-language policy, which can't be it's the furthest from the truth. Because it's got no element of truth in it. We have not accepted the new education policy, nor have we, agreed to sign an MOU accepting the 3-language system. And when we protested against misinformation, he called us uncivilized. He called us dishonest. He said he called our chief minister super CM. And this is not the way an education minister, a minister of the union government, should be dealing with the opposition.
But ma'am, is it your sense that this issue is going to dominate this session of Parliament, that it's going to be a whitewash on the issue of education and the 3-language policy and delimitation? Do you believe that this is going to...
No. We do not want... to protest and not let the House not function. Okay. We want deliberations, we want discussion.
Okay.
We want a discussion on delimitation. We want a discussion on new education policy. And what we are fighting for is that I think the education is in the concurrent list. It is undemocratic against the constitution to withhold the money, which is a budgetary allocation, just because a state does not want to sign the new education policy. We have every right, as we have equal rights compared to the union government, to have a dialogue. And we can also insist about the kind of education we find acceptable to our students. We don't have to accept the new education policy. It's in its entirety. That is what the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu has been saying time and again.
But how would you respond to the, it's a historical assessment that the 3-language policy has been a part of our education framework since '68, but was not fully implemented. And that has led to a decline in Indian languages. So therefore, if there is an effort at trying to promote, for example, Hindi in Tamil Nadu and other states of the South, it's not a bad thing at all.
No, but why don't you teach one South Indian language in any of the North Indian states? That is true, honest national integration. It will help us both. If we have to understand each other, has any one South Indian language, because so many people from UP, from Haryana, from Bihar come to states like Kerala, Andhra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu to work. I'm sure it will make life much more easier for people who come to Tamil Nadu and southern states to work if they have knowledge of one South Indian language. So you don't want to do that. Why are you forcing one language? Why are you forcing? And one more thing is, there is no research that has proved that learning 3 languages, 4 languages is going to help any student. Already the students in this education system are burdened with so many subjects which they have to learn. And not every child is, interested in learning so many different languages. When a child finds the need, and where is the need for a child to learn another language, they can go ahead. We are not stopping anybody from learning a third language or a fourth language or a fifth language.
So, ma'am, let me ask you this.
Don't burden every child with 3 languages.
Got it. Another point, which is, and this is the larger issue, is that why are you resisting Hindi as a link language? I know you don't have a problem with the language per se. That's not the issue.
No, we're not against any language.
Right, correct. And therefore, if it is a link language, I'm not using the word national language, many would, but as a link language which connects different parts of our country, what's wrong with it?
No, I don't understand why can't English be the link language. It can link the country and link the world also. That is what our founding leader,
But Hindi is an Indian language, and some would suggest that we need to. I understand that English is now part. We are talking in English, but
exactly.
But so, what's wrong with Hindi as a language which has come from our soil?
Nothing.
So why can't that be the link language?
No, we already have a link language. Why do you have to force a child to learn another language? If anybody wants to go and work in another state or in a state which is a Hindi-speaking state, they can learn it. There are so many IAS officers who come and work in Tamil Nadu from different other states. They learn the language and they're very fluent in it after a few years. So anybody, when there is a need and necessity, can learn a language. Don't force it on a child. That is what we're saying.
Ma'am, the other big issue, of course, is delimitation. I understand the argument that Tamil Nadu is making that if delimitation is based on population, then given the fact that you have followed the rules, the guidelines, you've kept the population rate down, then you stand to suffer in the future because the number of seats would be lower for you, right, as opposed to, say, Uttar Pradesh. However, the centre keeps saying that your representation will be ensured, that nothing has been said thus far which says that you will suffer. You or at Tamil Nadu or any other state in the south will suffer. Why do you not believe him at face value?
See, so far delimitation has been done on the basis of population.
Right.
There's no amendment which has been carried out saying that there is a different yardstick to ensure that delimitation can be done with a different kind of base. Given the present circumstances, if delimitation is done on population, states which have controlled population will be losing out. Maybe Tamil Nadu will not, go down. Maybe the government will ensure that our 39 states, but definitely states which have not controlled population, their seats, the number of their seats will definitely go up. Their own ally, the Chief Minister, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, has raised concerns also about this.
So you are looking essentially for a formula and discussion on the issue of delimitation. You are in principle not opposed to it. You are not opposed to delimitation as a concept.
We are not against census, nor are we against delimitation. We want the government to ensure that a percentage of MPs does not go down.
All right, ma'am. Wonderful speaking to you. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your views. Thank you very much.